Every time I hear this song, I just want to be sitting on my front porch with a bucket of moonshine.
I was going to say, it's chug of moonshine.
Same
bucket.
thing.
A bucket?
A bucket with a big straw. Just like, ah.
You're going to get bugs in your moonshine.
Oh, well, I mean, there's already bugs in there, probably. You ever seen them make moonshine in the country?
There's no bugs in there.
Get pretty dirty. You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio. I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
I'm disgusted.
Nico DLG.
You listen to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Siesta Stations.
Worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
Check us out, Facebook.com/Nerd Thug Radio.
Also on www.savethewells.com.
Boom. There it is.
That's not us.
That's not us. That's not us.
It could be one day.
I mean,
We could be partners one day, I guess.
yeah, you know.
You never know.
If you sponsor us, we will come.
Yeah. We're on Twitter at Nerd Thug Radio. Tweet at us.
I just messed with my nose on camera.
I did that like several times in the last week. I was like, I hope no one thinks I'm picking my nose. Like I'm literally just. So now I'm doing like over the
over the top
thing here.
No, I was picking my nose. Like I was trying to get a booger out, and I was like, oh, I'm on camera.
Snot racket. So before we jump to the break,
they were getting to somebody. They were getting on to somebody like the playoff games. Oh, it was Tom Brady in the AFC division game. He was doing some snot rockets on the sidelines.
Hell yeah.
And everybody was like, everybody on the TV was, you know, all the talking heads later were like, you know, he's on national TV. Why would I was like, because he's a football player.
Because he's
like,
Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. You think he cares?
In soccer, they pee on the side of the field.
Right. Well, for whatever reason, this year in football, it's starting to become like a big deal, like the urinating on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Now they're creating these like tent bubbles and stuff.
And it took me a while to figure out what was going on in there. I was like, why did that guy just go in?
He's got to go pay. Reminds me of Forrest Gump.
I guess I got tired of the punter like showing his wang to the first 5 rows.
Oh, if they can see it.
Put it away. Put it away.
So before we jump to the break, I said I had a funny lottery story for you.
Did you?
Have you heard this story that broke this week?
No.
Inform us.
So there's this chick from England.
Okay.
Right? Her name is Jane Parks.
Okay, sounds fake.
She was 17 when she bought her first lotto ticket.
Congratulations.
She won.
Hey.
She won like, God, how much did they say she won? She won like,
millions of dollars.
Yeah, it was like.
Was it pounds?
Yeah, it was like $1 million British pounds.
Okay, that's a good number.
Good.
That's probably like $2 million.
A dirty amount of money.
Okay.
And so like the first thing she got a boob job.
All right.
Like every 17-year-old girl should, I guess.
Whoa.
When you got $1 million
yeah,
pounds.
when you got like $1 million pounds.
I mean, first I would hit the gym if I was $1 million.
She bought a Chihuahua.
What?
That's the lamest joke I've heard in a long time. That was great. Ooh. Hey, why don't eggs tell each other jokes?
I don't know.
They're always cracking themselves up. Anyway, so she bought a Chihuahua.
Okay.
And then she bought like a purple Range Rover.
Is this Paris Hilton?
No.
Okay.
And a couple handbags.
Hand what?
Handbags.
Bags.
Now
Bags.
Now she's 21, and she wants to sue the lotto for ruining her life.
Okay.
How?
That's awesome in so many ways. Because here's the crazy thing about the lottery. Everyone who wins it, they tend to wind up on a show called The Lottery Ruined My Life.
Right.
So her case is already made because it's like 80% of the winners wind up on these shows talking about how like their lives are awful now. And a lot of it's, here's the thing. Money is like a magnifying glass. I know some people. There's no good way to say this.
Who's related to people?
I'm affiliated with some people who have a lot of money. I know a lot of people now who now have a lot of money. And
if you're one of those people, hook us up at nerdthugradio.com
to
sponsor us. Thank you.
For real, I'm living dangerously cheap.
All right, go.
But so the thing of it is, money doesn't make you better or worse. It's merely a magnifying glass for those characteristics you struggle to control.
Oh my God! If I had tons of money, I'd be dead by now.
So dead.
Dead.
Do you remember the Powerball story here in the States where it was $400 million and everyone in the States was going over to neighboring states to buy tickets and blah blah blah, and it had this news anchor going through a gas station where like 15 people were filling out tickets. She's asking people what they would do if they won, and this guy he doesn't even know who he's talking to. He literally just looks over his shoulder and he just says hookers and blow. She was like, "What would you do if you won?" He was like, "Hookers and blow."
She was talking about this guy.
Okay,
We've had this conversation on the way to Louisiana.
That's true, we did. And so the reality is, it's only going to magnify who you are. So when you're 17, you don't have that foundation yet.
7's from the Midwest.
Sixes
from the Midwest.
So you don't have that foundation to make good choices.
No, and
so she totally is right. The lottery completely ruined her life. However, you get $0, go back to start. And you at least have this crazy foundation. She's probably like $100,000 in debt, and she's probably screwed in so many different ways.
She just says that the stress of being a millionaire is is too much for her.
Did she add an
The
S to that?
stress?
Yeah, millionaires.
Can you just be a millionaire?
And then,
Do you have to be a
and
millionaire?
then she's also saying that people shouldn't be allowed to buy lotto tickets till they're 18, and she bought hers when she was 17. So
Oh
now
yeah,
she's
that year difference
I
really
have
makes a huge
I
difference.
have
guys.
a huge problem with the arbitrary lines in the sand about age, because age is really not the determining factor for any good decision making.
I mean, is it the lotto's fault that she bought the ticket, or is it the person who sold her the ticket's fault?
Well, first of all, it's her fault for buying it.
Right.
It's not anyone else's fault but hers. But also, it's huge amounts of luck. It's not really anyone's fault. She had a great opportunity to have an amazing life. Imagine the head start she had on so many people by having $1 million at the age of 17. And
Yeah,
she blew it.
she's saying
And
that
then she bought a Chihuahua and a car.
A purple,
she
what
said
Land Rover?
Range Rover.
Range Rover.
She says, "I have material things, but apart from that, my life is empty. What is my purpose in life?"
Okay, well, you're
That just
21.
sounds like a rich, sad person.
Right. You
Right.
Can, you can literally find your purpose tomorrow. Like, go make a PETA commercial. You're set.
And I don't feel bad for her for this next statement I'm about to read.
Okay.
Earlier this week, she pleaded not guilty in her home city of Edinburgh to a charge of drunken driving at a McDonald's drive-thru.
That's a solid one. I like it.
I have a friend that I won't name. It's actually really a friend of a friend that I won't name.
Oh man,
Who definitely got a DWI in a Taco Bell drive-thru line
That's
at 3 in the
awesome.
morning.
Nice.
It's sort of a really funny story because he's sitting there in this big lifted white pickup truck, and the cops just walk up to him. He's like in line minding his own business, and the cops just walk up to him and tap on the window, and they take him out, and he fails breathalyzer, and they tow him out of the line and everything, and he goes to jail. And he can't figure out for the life of him what.
I would be so ticked if I was the car behind him.
Right, because you're waiting. Like,
Because those drunk driving lines are long.
Yes, they are.
And you're hungry.
Especially when somebody falls asleep in the line.
And you have to pee.
So the guy can't figure out what happened. So the next day, the cop literally comes to him and apologizes and says, "Hey, I'm really sorry that you're in all this trouble. What had happened was another white pickup truck we were chasing, and they pulled into, we thought, that parking lot.
Oh, no.
So we thought you were them." Now, granted, he still has a DWI. He was still drunk. He was driving he was operating his motor vehicle. Like, all of that still applies.
All of it was illegal.
Right. So the cop was like, "Hey, man, I kind of feel bad about that. I just wanted to let you know what happened, where we were coming from." Because the cop sought him out as he was bailing out the next day.
Ugh.
He was like, "Hey,
Just
feel a little
to
bad."
apologize to you.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Man, he's got to be thinking, like, what are the odds that two of us were in the white pickup trucks and we were both hammered drunk? And I was like, well, it's Texas, so pretty good.
Pretty solid.
So if you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would buy? First guilty pleasure buy. I think everybody's going to be like, you know what, I'd probably buy myself a new house, a new car, yada, yada. But no, guilty pleasure buy.
Like, it's like something stupid.
Not even something stupid.
every
just something not
prize
caramel.
figure for Hero Clicks.
See,
Okay,
that's
alright.
guilty pleasure.
That's stupid.
Prize right there.
Right, okay.
That's a guilty pleasure.
Okay,
Oh, now he's got.
Now we got dead air. I don't know.
oh,
What
man,
to do.
I'm trying to think, like, I
Just
want to...
guilty pleasure. Like, what's
I
something
think
you've always
a bunch
wanted,
of
you never would be able to get unless you
bunch
won
of
the
strippers
lottery?
and blow.
Strippers and blood? No,
I mean, when we were
Sixers
going
from the
to
Midwest.
when we went to Louisiana, that was definitely my first answer. It was probably what happened. Is why I don't play the lottery.
right.
But Texas Lotto, if you want to sponsor us, please
Yeah,
hit me
absolutely.
up at nerdthugradio.com.
We
So-
will stand by that. I think, okay, so they've got these dogs that are Argentino,
Argentino.
I'm trying to think what they're called. They're called Argentino.
Are they-
something.
Are they hairy or?
They're short haired.
Okay.
They're white. They're
Okay.
huge though. They're about 190 pounds of dog.
Okay. Okay.
And Dojo Argentinos. That's what
Dojo
they are.
Argentinos.
And they actually, they were bred in Argentina for a sugar plantation because they were having trouble with mountain lions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this
nice.
guy, he purposely bred them, but he was a family man, so he purposely bred these dogs so that they're family friendly and compliant. And like in the video, there's like kids like riding this thing like a
Yeah,
horse, and
yeah.
he's like, whatever, I don't care. But strong enough and ferocious enough and protective enough
To take out a mountain
to
lion.
take out a mountain lion. And sure enough, one of them did. Like he's got
What
a
was he-
scarred up face.
What was he growing in Argentina?
He says sugar.
Cocoa leaves.
But sure
Sugar.
enough, there's a story where the little girl walks off and the dog's
Yeah.
following it, and all of a sudden it like tackles the girl to the ground and is standing over the girl. And it's because there's a mountain lion literally above them in the tree. It jumps
God,
down
it's
to
so boss.
eat the girl, and the dog killed it.
That's awesome.
Brought it back to the house.
Said, here, master, I got this
Right.
piece.
But like his face is pretty clawed up, and you're like, man, what happened to that guy? Like weed eater? No, mountain lion.
But he won.
He won.
That's
so
a good
That's
buy.
awesome.
I'll probably get 2 of those.
That's a good buy. That's a good buy.
What would you name them?
Thor and Loki. Done.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go with Blanco and Blanquito.
You should call one Blanco and one white.
There you go.
There it is right there.
One of them's like, I'm the British version.
Yeah. I
I didn't even speak English.
probably find like first edition mint, first appearance of Wolverine.
Okay, all right. Those actually aren't that bad. About 160 grand.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm never gonna get that unless
That's
I
true.
win the lotto.
That's true.
But yeah, I'd buy that.
Do you know Nick Cage sold his comic book collection
Idiot.
about
Nick Cage.
about 8 years ago now. And I think at that time his collection went for like 6 million, 5.5 million. His was Superman centric though,
Yeah.
and so he had a lot of like those first appearances and those old Supermans. I think he
original.
even had one of the original Supermen.
One of the original Action Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see that from Nicolas Cage.
So man, you would believe almost anything. Like if I said Nicolas Cage owned a live dinosaur,
Oh
like
yeah,
you
he
would,
does.
for like 10 seconds you'd be like, no,
Yeah,
I,
Nicolas
yeah.
Cage definitely does.
That's reasonable.
And then you'd start to be like, wait a minute,
Wait.
how come Keanu Reeves doesn't have one too? And you'd be like, no, that can't be right.
Or like, I'm not a cat person at all, but have you seen those cats that are like big, like tigers almost? Like they're not big like tigers,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like almost like big dog size.
Yeah.
And they got like the tiger fur looking, but they're
Here's
just
the
normal
They're
cats.
called like okay, I remember their name.
Yeah, I
not
know.
Bengals,
They're called lynxes,
something like that.
but
That'd be
I don't
cool.
like
Those are the
cats.
ones with like the big ears.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like cats either. That'd be cool.
No,
Like,
I don't think it would because cats are a little too independent, and that guy's a little too big to be too independent.
it just
Like if he just walked
I
around one
want a
day and
tiger.
decides, right? If he just is like, I don't need you
I
anymore.
don't need you anymore, pops.
What are you gonna
Guns
do
out.
about
Just
it?
claw to the neck.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Better have it on you.
I carry a gun everywhere around the house. Why do you carry that gun, intruders? No, have you seen my cat?
Yeah, that cat's
That
huge.
thing could go rogue at any moment.
Takes. They
the moment
say
he goes rogue.
if you die in your own home, the cats will wait about 3 hours before they go feral
Yeah, no,
and
they-
start eating the body.
Oh yeah, they definitely will do that. They do not play around.
That's why I don't have cats.
We don't play around either. So we're gonna jump out to a break.
I want people to find the
When
body.
we come back, we're gonna talk some more Nerd Thug Radio.
Hashtag talking nerdy to you.
Facebook.com/Nerd Thug Radio.